What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 93 and we're starting today's stuff on the back of our big win against Leeds 5-1, where Humphreys bagged another brace, up to 94 overall, now 20 years old, 10 goals and 10 assists in 18 games. Man is just absolutely on fire, and I've talked about the potential of him hitting 99 overall. As you can see in the advanced playmaker and attacking midfield development plans, it's going to take him just 7 weeks to grow to 95 overall. So I've given him the attacking midfielder development plan. That'll help with things like long pass and also the sprint speed, which is lower than the acceleration right now. I want to get them both to 99 overall if I can. This guy is just unbelievable. And I know I've talked about it before, and I'll say it once again. Never had a player hit 99 overall before, and I don't think I'll ever get another chance to do it. I mean, he's 20. Like, I've got to keep repeating his age because he's 20. He's 20 and he's already one of, if not the highest rated player in the game right now. And if he's not by now, then he will be when he gets to 95 overall. It's absolutely unbelievable to think about. And of course, if you watch my Brentford, Milan and Real Madrid career mode earlier on this year, firstly, thank you very much. What a fantastic CM save that was. I had so much fun with that one. You know that the goal machine, Roberto Gutierrez, ended up as a 95 overall striker. Humphreys in the same FIFA year could become higher rated. Didn't think it would be possible, to be honest, but here we are. Anyway, first game of today's episode, Bayern Munich, match day 5, penultimate game of the Champions League group stage. And on the back of our win against Rosenborg here in South Wales, heading into this game, as we knew, avoid defeat and we will guarantee qualification with a game spare. Bayern, if they are to make it through now, have to win potentially and probably back-to-back if they are going to qualify alongside Roma. So heading into the game, this was pretty nervy. We've been on a great streak, our best of the season so far, 7 straight wins in all competitions, but heading into the game against Bayern, looking for revenge after we beat them at the Allianz back in match day 1. We took the lead through Gavin Humphreys straight away, intercepting the ball from kickoff, running through and slotting it home, but whilst Bayern would get back on level terms, this was a really open and action-packed first half an hour. Both teams getting multiple chances. We were still tied at 1-1 at the break, but really at half-time, this game could go either way. And you saw my lineup into the game. There were a couple of rotations in there, but for the most part, a really strong team. But 5 minutes after the restart, as Norrington Davis gets sent through 1-on-1, one of the bench players that I gave a start to in this game smashes in our second, smashes the corner flag, Tim Cahill style, as we restore our lead for an unlikely hero. The left back in on a free transfer back in season 4, I think it was, makes it 2-1 and we restore our lead here against Bayern. Again, didn't need to win this game, but if we are to catch Roma, who are top of the table right now, then we had to win. Only a win would keep us in the hunt, I would say, for a top of the table spot, because as we know, Roma playing Rosenborg, pointless in the group, you'd expect them to win that game. So the win was really, I would say, the only result we would have if we were to chase Roma heading into the Stadio Olimpico, even though we only needed a draw to qualify. And I've got to be honest here, whilst we scored the 2 goals against Bayern and looked great going forward, Lee Price was my man in the match this game. He had 4 brilliant saves in the game, 3 of which late on in the second half as we held on to the 3 points. And after a shocking result in Norway where Rosenborg got their first point, go on Rosenborg, holding Roma to a draw, as you can see, because of that result in Scandinavia and our win over Bayern in South Wales, we'd already guaranteed qualification. Roma were already through, but it means heading to match day 6 for the first time in the group, heading into the final day, we've leapfrogged Roma and have gone top by a point. And what that means is on match day 6 at the Stadio Olimpico, avoid defeat in Italy and we'll guarantee top spot. So I've got to be honest, I thought Rosenborg would beat Roma. I thought Roma would beat Rosenborg, as they were pointless heading to that game there, and that would mean that on the final game we need to win away in Italy. I probably would have fielded a weakened side, to be honest, and be resigned to second place. Instead, I'm going to field a stronger team, try and avoid defeat and make it through as group winners. You know, there's a big luxury of topping the group, of facing a group runner-up in the last 16. Anyway, second game of today's episode, 8 straight wins in all competitions now for Newport County. Norwich City away at Carrow Road, taking on the Canaries, and Lee Price taking his form from midweek into the weekend. What a great save there with a right boot as he kept it at 0-0. 33 minutes in, Fast start to the game here. Norwich looking pretty decent, to be fair, when going forward, as were we. And from that save by Price, going on the counter, Gavin looking for yet another goal denied, as it was still goalless at the break. So very even first half, I would say. But in the second half, just league leaders right now, looking to get a quick start here. 3 minutes after the restart, Humphreys rolls through Rashesha in behind the back line. He's getting forward a lot in this game. He's kept on looking for him. Rolled it across to Ravi Matondo as we get ourselves the opening goal of the game. As we know, Humphreys right now having a tremendous season, but he's still chasing Ravi Matondo right now, leading the way in the race for the Golden Boot. We talked about how good Humphreys has been this season. Well, Rabi's got a perfect 1-for-1 goal-to-game ratio right now. 13 in 13 for Matondo. And I've talked about it. I've had a couple of chances to get him 40 goals a season. This will be his best chance, surely, to join the Ivan Toney and Samuel Bell club of 40 goals in a season. 13 for Matondo and another one for Gavin Humphreys as well. Another assist for Ashesha, 2 in the same game for our number 2. I love Tavon game, man, I really do. Been with us since episode 1, held down a first choice right back spot ever since the very first day and never lost it. He got the second assist, and his second assist of the games went 2-0 out. The boys, Matondo and Humphreys with our goals, and whilst El Bilal would get Norwich back in the game, thankfully it proved to be nothing other than a consolation goal. Final score 2-1 at Carrow Road. Another win, the winning run extended to 9 in all competitions, and after a stuttering run of form, yeah, Newport County are back to their best. 10 wins in 13, 35 goals, 5 points clear of Spurs and Manchester City, and 7 clear of the Red Devils as well. Already a 2-game gap on the teams below us right now, and there's plenty of the season still left to go, taking nothing for granted whatsoever as we enter December. And as you know, lots of fixtures in December: Bristol City, Brighton, Spurs, Chelsea and Arsenal, and Manchester United. 4 in a row there against 4 of the traditional top 6, plus the Red Devils and Southampton as well. And of course, lest we forget, match day 6 in the Champions League away at the Stadio Olimpico as well. Big games coming this month, and often talk about it. December is the busiest month of the football calendar year, unless you're far in Europe. Then April can potentially be also depending on cup games as well. It's a real test of mental and physical strength, the month of December. It's one of those months that can kind of make or break your season, if I'm being honest. So if we can get through this month largely unscathed, with the big games, Chelsea, Spurs, Manchester United, you know, the big teams in the Premier League, we've got 4 of the top 6 this month, then I think we'll be okay. And keeping this guy fit is going to be the key as well. 14 in 14 now for our Matondo for our penultimate game of today's episode. Bristol City, the Robins in the Premier League, as the Latham Ashton game will come and take us on a Rodney Parade. Oh man, oh man. I was really looking forward to this one, because it was like, if you remember back in Season 2, these guys were in League 1 back in Season 2 in the game, and they won the league in like February. I mean, there were so many points clear. They absolutely walked it in League 1, and they were just such a better team than us back then. And I remember saying in one of my episodes back then, it won't always be this way. We'll be better than Bristol City one day. It's really cool to see them in the Premier League, because when you're doing an RTG in either a FIFA CM or a Football Manager, and you're growing as a team, you're getting better as a team, improving every single season, it's really cool when it's like another team that kind of comes with you. You have a bit of a soft spot for them, do you know what I mean? I certainly have no soft spot for them back in League 1 when they were just dominant, but you kind of have a soft spot for them. You want to see them grow alongside you, do you know what I mean? It's really cool to see it. But we were 3-0 up in this game though. Matondo with a brace, 1 for Lloyd, and then 66 minutes in, try one of those halfway line goals here, got nowhere close. I do still try them, you know, I mentioned before, like I will always try them, I'll always give them a go, but they're just so hard to execute. And recently, I'll be honest here, I've not even come close to getting a halfway line goal. I don't know why, but recently, not sure if it's changed with the patch, I don't think so, but I've just been really poor, I'll be honest here. I've gone close a few times, even in this series, I've hit the crossbar once or possibly twice even, but yeah, just recently, I still try them, I still give them a go once or twice every now and then, but just haven't really came close to scoring one of those audacious long-range efforts from the halfway line. Even so, 3-0 the final score there, and a big win extends our winning run to 10 in all competitions. Best run of form for Newport County of this season, and could we extend it? Well, final game of today's episode, Brighton Hove Albion away on the south coast. Last time we were here was the final day of last season when we'd wrapped up the Premier League title and were about to play the Europa League final. If you remember that game, I fielded a totally weakened side because I want no one injured for the Europa League final. We got battered 4-0 and Graham Potter's side survived on the final day because of that. They were grateful for us fielding a bunch of reserves for that game. And in this game here, whilst Humphreys opened the scoring, I gave away a poor penalty of Cabango there, going through his man. Definite spot kick. Luis Suarez converts from 12 yards and Brighton find their leveller. Tough game this one as well. Didn't really get that many chances whatsoever. With 5 minutes to go, we were still tied at 1-1. Just couldn't break Brighton down. I mean, their defence was so strong. There were so many block shots in this game. It was crazy. It was like facing Mutombo. But even so, 5 minutes to go, we had one late chance to win it. Great save when Humphreys kept the score at 1-1, and that was how the game would finish. Final score on the South Coast. Now, winning run is ended by Brighton, but the unbeaten run does get extended at least. A little bit of a disappointing slip up there, don't get me wrong, but with so many games coming in December, can't be too critical of only getting a point in this game. At the end of the day, 15 games in, approaching the halfway point, we're still top, 3 points clear of Guardiola's Man City, 5 clear of Manchester United, and 6 clear of Spurs. Qualification Champions League in the bag, avoid defeat on the final game, and we'll top the group as well. We'll have that game in the next episode with some really big games as well, as we aim to stay top in both Champions League and the Premier League as well. But that will end today's episode of CNC, guys. Big thank you for watching. Enjoyed it. If you haven't, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode, a big one as well, very soon.